Hello, today I'm going to show you how to do rings and chains, how to set your hand up in order to accommodate to make rings and chains. Okay, so the first thing I want to tell you is rings are where most tatting patterns start. They're started with a ring, alright? You have two different colors of size 10 Aunt Lydia's crochet cotton thread in lavender and purple. The reason we're using two different colors is so that you can see that the flip happens. Alright, but to make a ring, you're going to use shuttle 1. Alright, this shuttle here is a moonlight shuttle that you can purchase through Handy Hands. It has a little crochet hook on the end of it. Comes in handy, okay? The other shuttle that I'm using is a Starlight. Those have a big plastic pick on the end and I neutered mine. The pick got in my way. You may like the pick on it. If you do, great. If you don't, you can neuter it. Just be careful when you do that. I'd wait until you understand what I'm saying about neutering it. Okay? Now, to make a ring, what we're going to do, we have two colors of thread knotted. We're going to put that knot in the pinch. The pinch is the thumb and the index finger together with our thread in the center. We're pinching that thread. Okay? Shuttle 1 thread, the lavender, is what we're going to make our ring with. So we're going to wrap our hand all the way around. You see how that thread is? And bring it back up to the pinch. Okay, pull off about 6 inches of thread. Get that dark purple out of your way. And you're going to start your double stitch. You're going to do a total of 6 double stitches. And then we're going to put a picot in. And we're going to do 6 more. Okay, so there's 2, 3, right there, 4, 5, 6. As you can see, our ring is getting smaller. In order to get more thread, you roll off some off of shuttle 1, and you're going to grab this thread, not the dark purple. Ignore that dark purple right now. Grab this thread underneath and pull. But you've got to hold your stitches in the pinch so they don't shift. And you pull off enough to wrap around your hand again. Okay, and you're ready to continue on. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're going to put a picot in. Now right now I'm not measuring picots. I'm going to show you just how to make a ring with a picot. So it really doesn't matter on our size right now, but when you're doing patterns, you will need a picot gauge, okay, until you learn your sizes. And once you get more in depth with your tatting and you learn more and more, you'll be able to gauge these picots on your finger just by feel. Okay? Because muscle memory is 99% of tatting. Okay? The other 1% is how much knowledge you have. Okay? So here we go. We've got a picot right here. And we've got 2 double stitches. Let's put in 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, I'm going to show you, before I even begin to close this ring, a little trick. Most new tatters have a problem. When they close their ring, this last stitch wants to roll over because their stitches are so tight. And it's because you're learning a new technique. Okay? So what you're going to do is take your shuttle 1 and post it through the bottom of that top thread here and pull it. You don't want to make another half stitch or anything else. Just do that. Then take the ring off your hand. Keep holding your stitches. And when you pull this thread to close the ring, you're going to feel that ring closing. Hold them stitches. You don't want nothing to rotate, flip, or get out of shape. And by posting your shuttle on that last stitch, you're making that shuttle thread come out the back side and your ring close nicely without rolling that last stitch. Okay, you'll hear that very often in some of the advanced classes, how they've posted their shuttle. It means just running the shuttle through the ring before you close it. Okay, and it does help. Some tatters will put an extra half stitch in there. Okay, it's up to you, it's your preference, but that's just a little tidbit for a new beginner, because as you're learning, these last stitches tend to roll over and you're wondering why your ring doesn't look like everybody else's. So that's a little trick for you. Now we're going to go into a chain at this point. All right, so we want to take the slack out of our thread on shuttle 1 before moving any further. Make sure you're holding that ring in your pinch, because while you're taking the slack out, you're pulling on that thread. Okay, so hold it in the pinch. Then after you get your slack out, you're going to reverse your work. Okay, we'll get into the terms and everything down the road, but right now you're going to hear that term, and it's called reversing your work. What you want is shuttle 2 thread to be coming out the top here. Okay, shuttle 1 thread is coming out the bottom. That's what it means when you reverse your work. You're putting your threads in the direction you need them to go. Okay, we'll get into that more in depth later. Okay, but right now we're going to learn to do a ring and a chain. Now you're going to wrap your hand to do a chain. Same principle as a ring. The only difference is we stop after we get to that finger, and we take that thread and wrap it around that pinky about 2 times and close our hand up. Reason for that, that creates the tension right here that we need. All right, now you're going to do 6 double stitches here. Now this ring will flip on you if you don't have a good grip on it. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops, did that one backwards. I do a front side, back side mostly, and I'll get into that too down the road. Right now we're just learning to make a chain. Okay, so we've got 3, 4, 5, and 6 double stitches. Now what you're going to do, otherwise this looks a little straight, you just tug on shuttle 1, the lavender thread, okay, just a little, to pop that arc in. You see that? And you have created a ring and a chain. All right, these little tails are in the way. You snip them off, it doesn't really matter, so they're not in your sight. There we go. You have a ring with a picot and a chain. So there you go. The basics of tatting. Ring and chains. It's how you manipulate these rings and how you manipulate these chains that you come up with all these beautiful works of art. Okay, so until the next video, I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope it took some of the confusion out. And the next video, it gets even more in depth. So until next time, happy tatting, have a great day, and thank you.